Hi Scorpio, this is going to be strictly love messages for November 2020. My name is Priscilla with Psychic MD and I want to do your reading today. So without much further ado, here we go. Well, hi there. Okay, I wasn't even quite ready and I already got a flip card. That to me means I call them jump cards, flip cards. So I'm already being shown that there is something that you are obsessing about or someone is obsessing about you. Now, I'm going to hang on to this card and I'm going to revisit it and see how it fits in with the rest of your storyline, okay? Here we go. I wasn't quite ready, but the cards were. So for Scorpio, November 2020, show me what is good, what is going on, what is coming forward. For my Scorpio friends in the month of November, this month, please. Okay. So I see already a potential for someone to be like obsessed with you or you with them, and manipulative energy. See, this person's covering their ears. They don't want to hear it. And this person's like, come to me. But he seems to be like underwater almost. Interesting energy. Now, I feel like, Scorpio, there's a lot of in and out energy in your life right now. People hitting you up, whether even if you're married or in a situationship, relationship, I don't care. This could be people in your DMs going, hey, how are you doing, Scorpio? Looking mighty fine. Remember me? Maybe even people from the past. Hey, remember me? Remember when? And doing all sorts of things like that kind of play with your head a little bit. Maybe you feel like it's tempting, or maybe you're perhaps interested in reaching out to someone else, and that is what's going on right now. But keep in mind, Scorpio, that during this time right now, yes, times are crazy. I don't even really want to address it right now because that's all you're seeing on the news. It's everywhere. That's the only thing anyone is talking about. So I just really want to stick to the storyline here. This energy, the messages that you're getting and stuff, they're in it for a good time. They're in it for the now, and they're in it for a while. But if you look, this girl is playing the drums. Right behind her is this horse, and he's raring to go. And this can be somebody coming towards you going, hey, let's go. Let's kind of, do a little this and that. A little sauciness on their minds. I'm trying to keep it clean for this channel. I'm trying not to let my brain and my mouth go where it should not. But this right here, Scorpio, is very like quick energy. Let me hit it and quit it. Let me just run and whatever feels good, basically. So if you're into that type of energy, if you're in a relationship, somebody might be around you, like trying to get things going with you. They're not here to stay. They don't really want a relationship, or you don't. But it can be really disruptive. If you're in a committed relationship, situationship, that is a caution. I would just say, why mess up a good thing for a minute thing, right? That's just my opinion. That was definitely an opinion. If you are in a poly family, all the more power to you. Just make sure that everybody is aware of what's going on, because this thing could be like literally in and out, and then there's not much there. So Scorpio, you're looking mighty fine, mighty divine. I think people looking at you like, Scorpio, you look really delicious, okay? Salacious, attractive, appealing. I feel like, Scorpio, in so many ways, you're winning. You have the spotlight. People are looking at you. They're definitely taking notice. I think that, Scorpio, you're different. You're a different kind of beast than anybody else out there. That's what we love about you, your air of mystery, the way you can draw people in as well. You have a certain amount of like magnetism that nobody else has right now. Now I want to point out this wand right here. This is like the rod of victory. We have the wreath, like completion. I'm not going to say that either. I'm just going to, okay, I have to because it came to mind. I just think it kind of relates to like a phallic symbol, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to get too much into, because I guess you can get in trouble on YouTube for saying too much of the sexual nature. So I'm just going to keep it as clean as I can. But people are definitely admiring you. You're on spotlight. be careful that that spotlight doesn't scorch, okay? Because sometimes those lights get really, really hot, and then you need like a fan, and then you need to step out for a minute. And this chick is like, she's got this like furry top. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it translates well on camera. It sure doesn't look like it from this standpoint, but it could be that, you know, you are wearing such a different attire that under the heavy scrutiny of lights and stuff like that, although there are lights that adore you, people that adore you, it could get a little bit hot under the collar, okay? And I mean that in different ways. Of course, it can get hot under the collar like you're hot and bothered. That's one thing, and that's kind of like juicy and saucy and fun, depending on your situation or relationship or whatever the deal is. Now, sometimes when it's like too hot under the lights, literally you're asking for a fan, you're asking for water. Maybe she just even wants to take this like overshirt off or whatever the case may be. It may just get too hot in the kitchen. So I would kind of be aware of the amount of attention you're getting, and perhaps somebody is obsessing that attention, dear Scorpio, is bothering them. The attention that you're getting is bothering them, that they know it, even, I would say subconsciously, okay? They don't even have to see who's in your DMs, who's texting you, who's messaging, email, whatever, or even calling. That's so old school now. But who's even calling you? They're in their head about it. They're just kind of like obsessing over this. So those are different scenarios. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Scorpio, if you can, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. As you know, I'm just getting started, and it's going to be a challenge for me. So I'd really appreciate it. If you like my content, if you're intrigued, if it resonates, please do hit the like and that little bell there, so that I can continue making more content. Okay, enough of that. Now, I want you to see this. Look at how these birds are tying up her eyes, how I don't know if this translates, they're kind of weaving this blindfold over her eyes. And usually, you know, with the two swords, you're guarding your heart and stuff like that. But I feel like I want to propose in this case with this deck that you are a little bit blind to what needs to happen or a decision you need to make. And you're all up in your head about it. You're trying to gain balance by, yes, you're blindfolded, trying to weigh things in and out. But you have these birds here that are kind of like, whoa, calm down. I'm trying to think and I can't get any clarity. And you guys, your birds, frankly, dear Scorpio, are messing with your head. And your birds, personally, I'm going to say that they are either people saying things to you about you, but more than not, it's in your mind. Things that you're weighing in your mind, things that are kind of attacking your sense of mental well-being. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that just as sometimes we just get crazy caught up in our thoughts, right? So there is a decision, Scorpio, that I feel like you have to make. And you know this. You know you have to make a decision. Whether it's like cutting people off and saying, you know what, I'm just not messing with this. Or thank you so much and I'm moving on. Or if you want to dabble, or if you want to entertain the whole idea. Or if you're single, ready to mingle and don't mind hitting it and quitting it, or whatever the case may be in your situation. So Scorpio, I want to say, look at this. This to me looks always like a traffic light. This is like stop, go, slow. And if you think about it, we always look for signs around us, no matter what they are. So specifically also, you know, in our love and sex life, this can be like you looking, okay, I can stop, okay, I can go, okay, let's slow my roll here. Or other people need to slow their roll in your vicinity, okay, or how they approach you, how they come to you. One thing I want to say also, this could be about cooperation. You're looking to see if all the cogs are moving properly, if people are cooperating, if they're doing their share, or what you seem deem has to be their fair share, or whatever. So you want that cooperative energy. This can stand for a third party scenario. I just see a lot of parties, okay? Scorpio, so no judgment there. It doesn't mean that you are entangled with other people. It just means other people are trying to get at you. Because you're really sexy fine, Scorpio. That's what's going on right now. Let's not kid ourselves, all right? So here we go. I have the Ace of Cups. And this is about you want you're looking for something really special. And in this case, Scorpio, I feel like you're saying, you know what? I get all this attention. I'm worthy of it. I'm worth it. And Scorpio, I just feel like Scorpios are really sexy. They're super, super sexy. Really alluring to me anyways. Take a look at this cup though. This is about, I get the attention of many people, but it's going to take a special kind of love, a special kind of attention, a special kind of affection to even make my head turn twice, to make me look. Otherwise, I just revel in like love. I just enjoy being adored, or enjoy being admired and mysterious and pursued, things like that. But it's going to take a special offering for you to be like, wow, that's different. And for you to even consider it. So somebody special really has to be to capture your heart. I feel like someone is actually coming towards you or offering something different than what you're accustomed to. And I like that vibe. I really do. I like that they're coming in and saying, you know what? This is how I'm feeling. They may not say those exact words. Obviously, even if you're in a marriage or situationship right now, it's like, you know what? I really enjoy you. I love this about you. Or we have this in common. And I want to say, dear Scorpio, they are feeling juicy about you. Now, this is going to pertain to one or two people. You could be seeing feathers, because I almost see this as a feather. All of a sudden, you can be getting messages that really affect your heart. Like, wow, that was, and there's a lot of pink here, which I affiliate it with like kind of that pure joy of like flirting and those sincere comments, not like, oh, hey, how you doing? And, or you're looking mighty fine. Nothing like that. Nothing player vibe. I think that you're looking for something really genuine. Almost like, you know what, Scorpio, I see you. I've been looking at you for a while. I've been thinking about you for a while. You always have a special place in my heart. Or I really remember these times about you, or really enjoy this one special quality that you have, Scorpio, that you bring to the table, that endears you to me. You're looking for messages of that caliber. You're not really impressed by anything else, because everything else is fodder, okay? The next thing I have is in question is your security. This could be family security, your home. And I'm going to say that you want to really enjoy your home, whether you're living in an RV, in a home, an apartment, in a house, in a palace. I don't really care where you live. I feel like you don't necessarily care where you live. You want that joy. These people are just like dancing and having a good old time outside, and here's like a tent. It's like a circus tent. Maybe you want to travel and live out in an RV like I do. I know it's kind of crazy, but it could be that, you know, that you don't want to be stationary. You want to make home literally where your heart is. Wherever you go, you want to enjoy the juiciness and sauciness of life, okay? This is like probably my best reading for November out of all the signs thus far. So Scorpio, this looks really, really good. I would just say that if you're looking for your security and your stability, you definitely want to question the offers and people that are trying to come towards you with any propositions, okay? So if it fits a stability storyline, then that's awesome. If it's in the moment, in the heat of the moment thing, that's just not going to stay. And nothing wrong with that, but depending on what you're looking for, it may or may not fit what you want to do. Next, 3 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you're kind of looking to see what's out there. You're not actively pursuing, because this lady has her surfboard. I feel like you have unusual desire, unusual hobby, unusual thing that you want to do. You want to just get out from the general mold of things. And that's a lot of people right now in quarantine. I don't know what your state and your status is, personal or regional, whatever the case may be. But I see 3 of Wands, and it's like, you know what? This is my path, light my path I want to see. Also, she is waiting for that surf to come in. Now, obviously, I am not a surfer myself. I could totally fake believe this whole thing. But I'm just going to tell you, she's waiting for this tide to come in. She's not going to take that surfboard and like go out any further. She's just kind of like looking, all right, when's the tide going to come in? When is the time is right, Scorpio, for me to get exactly what I want or make a move on things? Maybe you're waiting. This is a card of anticipation, of waiting, and maybe you're waiting for something that you can really relate to. Traditionally, also, this is waiting to see what the ships are bringing into port. So they're looking forward to all the spices and all the fine jewelry and all the maybe exotic animals that ship brought, maybe fabrics, maybe, I don't even know. But it could be a plethora of things, maybe jewels. But this is a desire just to wait for the tides to come towards you so that you could just continue going on. And one thing I want to show you right here is her feet are like barefoot, but they're adorned, which kind of I've noticed, but never like was able to really hone in on what that was. Now I'm looking right here and she's barefoot, which means like I think that you're going to be authentic, and you are indeed authentic, especially what you're calling towards you and what you're waiting for. I don't think that you're jumping at just anything. You might be like, squirrel, oh, let me dabble here, but then you're quick on to next. That's just not my thing, okay? So little playing doesn't really, if done wisely, doesn't hurt anyone. But I feel like with your feet, being kind of, it's almost like a henna or white henna. I don't even know what it is. I feel like this is telling me you're not staying. You're waiting to make a move on something. And so, Scorpio, it would really help me if you could please comment and let me know if this actually, if it triggered you or if it is on point, and what exactly are you waiting on? I'm really curious because I feel like that vibe of I'm waiting for something to happen. My ships to come in, for the tides to get a little bit higher so I can take my surfboard out, that kind of a thing. And reinforcing that waiting thing is here we have the Hangman. So I feel like romantically you're kind of looking at things from a different perspective. I'm all swinging, almost like she's doing aerial yoga. Oh my goodness, Griselle. Anyways, so she is up here on this sling looking at things from a different perspective. I feel like she's looking at the past. She's holding her feet and once again waiting that message of I want to go, but I'm waiting. I'm going to evaluate. In her mind, she's trying to get enlightenment. She's trying to get attunement. All of those wonderful things that help us to figure things out for ourselves. Now, the next card I get is the Ten of Swords. And with this, I see all these birds up in here, and this whole area is like barren. There's nothing here for her to pursue, to even stay. It's just like there's no juiciness there, and maybe that's what you've been desiring this whole time. It's like it could be like people are in and out of your life. You want something stable and permanent, dear Scorpio, and you are kind of wanting for things to settle. I feel like people around you could be really, really jealous, by the way, Scorpio, so try not to take it personally. Jealousy has everything to do with a deficiency in the other person. So Scorpio, if that is what you're feeling, I'm sorry about that, because I feel like you could have been like backstabbed or hurt or backbitten or people talking about you when you really don't deserve all of this negative backbiting. But frankly, you can't be shocked that that's happening because you draw all eyes. It's like 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. And Scorpio, you are absolutely divine. Continue feeling yourself and don't really pay much attention to this. I think that energy is leaving because once again, we have anticipating. So your final card, which is for your romance, is going to be the Two of Wands. And this is anticipating. And you're anticipating what the future brings. Maybe when quarantine ends, when this whole mess kind of calms down, hopefully, which by the way, I'm predicting 2 years, but we will see. I hope that's not true. Initially when it happened, I said 3 years, but now 2 years. Well, yeah. Anyways, that time frame, but I don't think that's what you're waiting on. You do have a number 2, and this is a Two of Wands. It stands for your personal power. Once again, the surfboard's here. Maybe you could take up surfing or have been a surfer or whatever. So you have the World here and the VW bug. And this is about wanting to get out into the world and just travel and go somewhere and do things. And so she's waiting. Once again, 3 cards of patience and waiting, wanting to really regain her personal power. I think that you're looking at your love and your life and your love life in such a way that you want things to pan out and kind of match a fire and a desire that you had, but it be more authentically you, because vibration of a One of Wands is all about fire and what I desire, and I'm going after it, and it's excitement. The two is making a choice. So I feel like you have two things on your plate. You're like, I could stick with the old, the tried and true, but this is the new. And this is where all the adventure lies. And you know what? If you ask me, I'm going to tell you all the time, go for the new, not for the tried and true. I mean, that's nice to be secure, but I feel like you are thirsting for a sense of adventure, and it is definitely coming. I'm excited for you. I think that you want things to end on in a radical way. Like maybe you're looking at your marriage, your love life, your sex life, whatever the case may be, or even your non-anything life, as some of us are. And you're looking for that radical change. You're like, the hell with this. I'm done with all that. Let's change it. You're going to get that epiphany that you want. And yes, I think that things, how you have been doing them, are going to crumble and change in a radical way. I think that transformation is inevitable in a good way. And I say that not just to be like, oh, in a good way, it's a tarot read, it has to end good. But here's the Tower. Everything is coming down so that you can have freedom. And not freedom, I'm not talking divorce, like freedom of your spouse or anything. I'm talking freedom to where you're not hampered by the things that you and your spouse are not happy with right now, that maybe your spouse is happy with and you're not. You're like, that doesn't work for me. What I need is this, that, and the other. And I think that those things, you're going to get that epiphany, an ability to communicate those things, or even ability, you're like, Eureka, this is what it's been the whole time. I couldn't articulate it. And if we can't express things to our spouses or other people coming towards us, it's really hard for them to meet those needs, right? So this is you getting your wish, getting exactly what you want. Woo woo. Okay, I lied. That wasn't your last card. But here we go. You have the Ten of Cups. I could not take that. I saw it poking around in the back. So that is pretty darn exciting. I think that you're looking for that sense of internal fulfillment, that juiciness, that playfulness, that stability as well, but you also want the adventure. So Scorpio, I think you want it all. Once again, I think that you will have it all, just a little bit more waiting. And during that waiting, maybe thinking about exactly how to articulate what you want. When we express what we want in a clear and concise manner, it allows other people to be able to come towards us and see if they can meet that criteria. That sounds really bad, but you know what I'm saying. And it allows us to be able to look at that criteria because we can articulate it clearly and see, well, do these people match that vibration? Okay, so with that, dear Scorpio, I will leave you. I'm super excited for you. I think that this month in November is going to be a great one. So have a good one, and namaste. Bye.